Hello, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're exploring one of the most fascinating cognitive biases explained by Charlie Munger in Poor Charlie's Almanack, the liking-loving tendency. This tendency explains how our natural inclination to like or love certain people, products, or ideas can cloud our judgment and lead to poor decisions. In this video, we'll break down what the liking-loving tendency is, how it impacts our decision-making, and share some real-world examples from business, investing, and everyday life. So if you're ready to learn how to recognize and counteract this bias, stick around. So, what exactly is the liking-loving tendency? According to Charlie Munger, this cognitive bias explains why we tend to ignore the faults and flaws of people, products, or ideas that we like or love. It's a powerful psychological force that affects not only our personal relationships, but also our decisions as consumers, employees, and investors. Munger explains that once we like someone or something, we are naturally inclined to ignore their faults, comply with their requests, favor their opinions, and distort facts to align with our positive feelings. It's a form of confirmation bias where we seek information that supports our positive view while dismissing anything that contradicts it. Munger emphasizes that recognizing this tendency is crucial for making rational decisions. As he puts it, your brain does not naturally notice and think through counter-arguments against your deeply held loves and beliefs. The liking-loving tendency is particularly powerful in business, where marketing strategies are often designed to make us like products, brands, or even the people who sell them. For example, celebrity endorsements. Companies frequently use celebrities to endorse products because they know that if you like the celebrity, you're more likely to trust and buy the product. When Michael Jordan endorsed Nike, it wasn't just about the quality of the shoes. People bought them because they liked and admired Jordan. The result? Nike's revenue soared, and Air Jordans became a cultural phenomenon. Another example is the halo effect. The liking-loving tendency is closely related to the halo effect, a cognitive bias where our positive impression of one quality influences our perception of other unrelated qualities. For example, Apple's sleek design and user-friendly interface make people more likely to believe that all their products are superior, even without detailed comparisons. This is why so many Apple users buy new products without exploring alternatives. In customer service and loyalty, businesses often train employees to be friendly and personable because they understand that customers are more likely to buy from people they like. Ritz-Carlton employees are empowered to go above and beyond for guests, fostering strong customer loyalty. The brand's reputation for exceptional service makes people overlook its premium prices. In business, making people like you or your brand can often be more effective than the actual quality of the product or service. Let's talk about the liking-loving tendency in investing. Investors are not immune to the liking-loving tendency either. In fact, it's one of the reasons why many investors make emotional rather than rational decisions. They fall in love with stocks. Some investors become emotionally attached to certain stocks, especially if they've seen significant gains in the past. This attachment can cause them to hold on to stocks even when the fundamentals no longer justify it. During the dot-com bubble, many investors fell in love with tech stocks, ignoring obvious red flags. Companies with no profits and questionable business models were bid up to insane valuations simply because investors liked the idea of a tech-driven future. Even Warren Buffett is not completely immune to this tendency. His fondness for Coca-Cola's products and management is well known. However, Buffett counters this bias by focusing on intrinsic value and financial performance, not just his admiration for the brand. Munger and Buffett's success at Berkshire Hathaway is partly due to their ability to recognize and counteract biases like the liking-loving tendency. Another example is CEO admiration. Investors often make the mistake of investing in companies simply because they admire the CEO's charisma or track record. Many investors bought shares of WeWork, largely due to their admiration for CEO Adam Neumann's vision. As we now know, that didn't end well. In investing, liking a company or its leadership shouldn't replace objective analysis of its financial health and business model. The liking-loving tendency in everyday life. This bias isn't just limited to business and investing. It also plays a significant role in our daily lives. Interviewers often hire candidates they like personally, sometimes overlooking more qualified candidates. This is why first impressions and cultural fit are so emphasized in hiring. Research shows that people with similar hobbies or backgrounds as the interviewer are more likely to get hired, even if they're less qualified. In politics, voters often support candidates based on charisma or likability rather than policies. For example, John F. Kennedy's charm and charisma played a significant role in his election victory over Richard Nixon, who was perceived as less likable despite a strong resume. In personal relationships, the liking-loving tendency explains why people overlook red flags in those they love. For example, staying in toxic relationships because of emotional attachment, despite clear signs that it's unhealthy. Recognizing this bias can help us make more rational decisions in every aspect of life, from relationships to career choices. So how do you protect yourself from this bias? Here are some strategies. Seek disconfirming evidence. Actively look for reasons why your judgment might be wrong. Focus on facts, not feelings. Make decisions based on objective data rather than emotions. Ask for a second opinion. Consulting someone who doesn't share your emotional attachment can provide a more balanced perspective. Use checklists. Munger advocates using checklists to ensure you're not overlooking red flags due to personal biases. The liking-loving tendency is a powerful bias that affects us all. But by recognizing it, we can take steps to make more rational decisions. Whether you're investing, running a business, or just trying to improve your daily decision-making, understanding this tendency is a game changer. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into cognitive biases and smarter investing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep thinking rationally.